lite holdår. Okay. Så der. Fjerne det søpla der. Let's see. Okay. Og så må vi sette den inn på der. Ok, det ser bra ut. All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the final season of the year, season 3 of the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship. The reason why I say Acelith Design is because of our sponsor, Acelith Design. And originally it was only the Drivers Room Endurance Championship, but I still call it the Drivers Room Endurance Championship if someone is curious. So today, as you can see in the background, it is a GR1 themed race today, and my TSO50, my loyal TSO50, is on the screen in the new Mjolnir colors. Even though I don't race in Acelith or the Adec Championship anymore, I still love to make my team livery. Adec returns for season 3, and we're back in Japan for the flowing Fuji, fast and flowing Fuji track. This is a track that Polyphony has given a possibility for rain, so it could be interesting to see if that materializes, and it definitely will have an impact on the race if it does. So, if the race is completely dry, we're expecting around 41 to 42 laps for the leaders. The quickest cars will probably be in the 1 minute 25 range, maybe even the 24s. Softs will last for about 12 to 15 laps on full fuel and with a mostly short pit stop time loss of, let me rephrase that, with a short pit stop time loss of about 19 seconds. We expect most of the guys to probably go for a two-stop strategy on soft, or maybe even a mix with soft and mediums. So anything can happen tonight. The Mazda LM55s, aka Gadget, Vlave, and Ivanos cars, and the Soul GR10 on track tonight should have top speed advantage depending on the downforce settings each driver chooses. On the main straight, let's see, but in Sector 2, the Porsche 919s could make up for that with the brutal hybrid power they got out of the medium speed turns. In fact, the testings were that the 919s were 2 seconds a lap faster than anything else, so the Sir Cheetah lots will probably win tonight. Yeah, I have an obvious bias towards the Cheetah lot hybrids. I'm not a big fan of the. A lot of the field will have the hybrids, so but it could be balanced with more of the other Vision GTs. So having said that, the hybrid punch which makes the 919 so quick in the dry could be a serious disadvantage if it rains. But on a wet track, the 919 apparently becomes a wild beast. that needs a little bit of delicate throttle input to keep it on track. So if it rains enough and to get the track wet, the inters or wets, we might see a serious challenge from the normally aspirated cars with smooth power delivery, namely the LM55s or the Senna's big Bugatti Vision GT. So, apart from anticipating how the weather will affect the race, it will be an interesting one to see if the Taijitsu Motorsport cars of Flappy and Cartman could pick them up where they left off last season and dominate, with former champion Blue to probably try and find his form again and fight them back. So, sadly, since the last season, we have sadly lost a few drivers, namely Jag, Luco, and Ricey. The two last, probably from a sabbatical. Jag has been kidnapped by Plux and Co. to join them in ACC. Bastards. So, due to the sabbaticals or moving on to other series, we do have two other Adec returnees. We have our Irishman, Mr. Cusker. Welcome back, Cusker. Good to see you back. And we have a Scandinavian brother returning, Mr. G Rabbit. Remember racing him a few years back, and that was good. That was so good to have a fellow Scandi on track. Sadly, I will not be on track, but I will be cheering on my Scandi brother. Also, we have a second Ukrainian driver now, Lens 138, or Vasily, or whatever you call him. I'm just going to call him Paul. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys shape up to the regulars in Tier 1. So finally, due to the change in physics model since GTS and the lack of super soft tires, we'd be surprised if the pole position and lap records of both in the mid 120s set by CS Smith in the Audi Vision GT and TX3 Jack in the Hyundai Vision GT would be under threat. But yeah, time will tell. Hello, Bottle. I saw your message. From what I know, Cusker, I heard, apparently has moved on to manual gears. So maybe we'll see a little bit of fuel management from our Irish friend tonight. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the so yeah, Cusker is now on manual. From what I heard on Sunday, I did the 1 hour DRSL special race of the season, and apparently Cusker now does manual gears. So that could be interesting when it comes to fuel management. And there was one bit of info I think I skipped. No, not skipped. Let's see, where's the briefing? We will have 3 drivers in PSVR. Being Gadget, we have Mark GT in PSVR, and the new Ukrainian fella, Mr. Lens 138, or Pochesvili, or sorry for butchering your name, Paul, but yeah, like Gary, der Geret, or whatever you call him. Yeah, Gary. Hey, Jagnot, how you doing, man? How you doing? uh, Jagnot, you traitor! You left us. All Alright, race lobby is apparently open, so we'll head over to the lobby and see what goes on. Just gotta wait for the network environment BS. Oh, you abandoned PlayStation entirely, Bottle. Oh, you little bastard. What a Sholva you are. The truest of the truest Sholvas. If you wonder what that is Goa'uld for traitor. Gotta have some fun. There's no more fun than what you make for yourself. So yeah, we have Ivano, as we can see, in the LM55. We have Bacchus in the Porsche 919, Mark GT in the 919, KG Racing in 919, Paul there in the 919. Oh yeah, you're doing iRacing. Yeah, I've seen a few races from that from a couple of YouTubers called Civ Ryan and Bay Area Bugs. Whenever they do that, they do 24-hour races though, so they driver swap and everything. Flappy in the 919. We have Blue Racer in the 919. GR10 hybrid for G Rabbit or J Matilla. So Pachasvili, that's Paul. LM55 there for Ivano. Senna will be in the Big Bug. H-Boss, I think, 919. And a hybrid car for Grim. I think he's in the. I think he might be in the TS30 if he hasn't changed. Checking. Nope, he swapped to 919 as well. So Jules is back too, but I don't think he is in the lobby tonight. Let's see, for our Ukrainian friend, we have the spotter's guide here. He's using the T300 with load cell pedals and PSVR. So this will be Mr. Paul's Adec debut. We'll go over to the track and lock our camera to one of the drivers. We can lock it to Paul. This will be his Adec debut. However, he did do a part season in DRSL, and he is in a Ukrainian league. So most of his GT7 experience is from there. He's recently started playing with PSVR 2, so he needs to learn how to drive again. His choices are based on the stable cars, as this is his first Adec season. He wants to stay focused on the race process and selected cars that he already knows how to drive. Also, the track looks good for his car choices, except maybe for the Cayman. So maybe next year he'll spend some more time looking at more cars. So he's on with the 919 hybrid, Group 2 for the GT500 Nismo 2016, Porsche 911 RSR, and the Cayman. So for our Scandi brother, after 2 years away, he's finally returned to Adec, and he fondly remembers his seasons in 2021 and had good wheel-to-wheel battles with great drivers to fight with. Those are good memories that made him come back and ready to race again. For this season, he brings back the Ferrari duo GR3 and GR4. Wow, brave lad. Those cars brought him good memories in Adec, and he hopes for some more good memories. Ferrari and Spar is going to be a great combo, so he really can't wait for that race. He's also excited to be back in Adec and for the next season, and hopes to get awesome battles and great races with the best drivers in Adec. So let's hope he still has got it, and that he can challenge the top drivers. Cheers. So he'll be in the GR10 hybrid, an underdog in the GR1 category. The Lexus RCF GT500. Oh, good to see the old girl back when we get the Group 2 race, and the Ferrari doing Group 2, 3 and 4. So yeah, that is going to be interesting. And hey, Luco. Oh yeah, we have a request from our mighty creator of Adec, which I'm going to bring up now. So I call upon Thor and Odin of Asgard and Valhalla. Bring rain to the people at Fuji in Adec tonight. Turbohammern, la det bli regn! Let's hope for the unfortunate people that we have some rain tonight, and that the race will bid itself for a lot of surprises, and yeah, it could be chaotic if it starts to rain. So with that crazy intro out of the way, welcome tonight. I'm your host Kimaru. The intro has been long, but we are finally ready to go. The battle cry deserves to be answered. Hell yeah, Luco, hell yeah. I need to put my phone on mute. And I need to, when the qualifying is over, just put on my tank top so I don't get too warm in a regular t-shirt. Also tonight, some news that is not very happy for myself, but I've said it in the past streams of DRTT and all that, but tomorrow will be a very sad day for me. I am going to bury my stepfather, which I am going to miss dearly, and it's not something I'm looking forward to. So with that said, I am going to dedicate my stream tonight to my stepfather, Tedja, and may you rest in peace now and never be in pain again. So that is that, and let's move on to the race. So Flappy, as we can see, is running a 125.5 so far in the practice. Cartman is just going on to a proper flying lap as we speak. Senna in the Big Bug, a 126.5. The Big Bug will probably be very heavy on its tires. Thank you for that, Luco. You know, shit happens. Life happens, and then death. Not much we can do about it. G-Rabbit in the GR10 on his outlap. Let's see what he can do. I will assume the hypercar GR1 will be good on the straight, because it is quite a fast car. It just lacks the proper downforce to keep up with the rest on the handling section. Mark GT returning. I think we might have a guy that didn't sign up. I will take a look at it. I think KG has joined when he shouldn't have, and I'm going to take a look at the entry. Let's see, KG has not assigned, so technically KG will have to leave the room. So let's hope Gadget sees that. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult now for Gadget to see messages since he's in VR. But let's hope KG understands that he needs to follow the sign-up sheet. And we are full tonight, and he will have to leave, I think. Let's see if I can find Ivan. So let's hope. I sent a message forward to Vlave, Mickey. So we have a new P1 time with Cartman 125.4. So the 919s seems to dominate, but we do have Senna with a 125.7, which is not that bad in that big bug. It is a naturally aspirated machine, but we do see 12 to, what was it, the race briefing said it was 12 to 15 laps on full fuel with soft. I think that is incorrect. 7 laps on soft with Senna, and I've told Vlave, Mickey. I think Vlave and Gadget are in chat together, voice chat. So that could be a way of solving this issue. Mark GT 127 flat, not bad for that car. We still don't have a proper time for G-Rabbit. Full room tonight too. I wish we had more than 16 players at a time. As we can see, Bacchus is right on G-Rabbit's heels there. Bacchus in preliminary third, 126.8. Oh, we had a spin from G-Rabbit. H-Boss is running in the colors of Bacchus's and Luco's team. H-Boss is taking over the team spot from Luco this season. Apparently, they've raced together before, so it is going to be good. Gadget, we have KG Racing, which probably shouldn't be here. Yeah. Oh shit. There we go. I don't want to interrupt too much, but Gadget can't see what's going on, sadly. Someone needs to take Gadget out until he quits the lobby. I think. Yeah, I know, Mickey. Gadget is in VR and it's very difficult for him to keep up with messages. I've told Vlave, but I don't know if they're on actual voice chat together in the race. So we'll just have to see what happens. It could be that you have to stay out of the race tonight, or if the race restarts and random grid is set, you can start from the back. Let's hope Gadget sees it. Let's hope Gadget sees it. Where's my controller? Okay, there we go. So Gadget will be the first to set a lap right now. Like I said before, Gadget is in VR, same with Mark GT and our newest Ukrainian friend, Mr. Well, I'm calling him Paul. So yeah, good luck to the VR boys and the others in the non-hybrid machines. We all know Cusker is also bloody fast, so it could be interesting to see how he does with the return. Same with G-Rabbit. I've raced G-Rabbit a lot in the past, and I do know for a fact that he is bloody fast. So let's see if the ring rust is shaken off and that he is able to do a good race here. And it is going to be a 1:28 for Gadget. We have Mark GT with a 1:27 there, 1:26.3 for Cusker, preliminary pole there. Bacchus, no improvement over Cusker. H-Boss, Senna, 1:26 flat. We have Cartman with the 1:25 flat. Yeah, one to watch for sure with Cartman or Volunkin. We have Flappy, his teammate, right behind, a half a second with a 1:25.6. So Senna 26 flat, Cusker 26.3. We have Bacchus 26.6, 26.9 for Mr. H-Boss. Mark GT 27 flat, G-Rabbit 27.4. He still has a lot more to go. Let's hope he can put out a good time in that very understeery GR10. I have my hopes up for G-Rabbit. It's good to see the Scandinavian brother back. Blue Racer then, 1:27.500 flat. So let's hope Blue Racer is able to keep up with the rest. I know he's not a fan of the tuning aspect in Adec. Safe to say, I'm not the biggest fan myself, but let's see if there's more rule changes for next year, since we have the most important part back in the online lobbies, which is brake balance. KG Racing then in 11th with a 1:28.0. Paul 28.0. Grim, Mr. AGT Racer, the voice of the driver's room, the original voice, 28.7. We have Ivano 35.1, so he needs to pick up some speed. Ivan with a 27.7. And Cartman, no improvement as far. He is on the fastest sector, so it could be a new fastest lap for Turbo Man. And I know Lionessi would appreciate this. F you, Cartman, hope you crash and burn into a wall. There we go. Preemptive strike on Cartman. Lionessi would approve. Such good friends. A 24 flat for Cartman. Holy wow. A 26.1 for Cusker. So a 2.1 second gap between Cusker and Cartman. Yeah, Cartman is he is just rapid. I think high downforce cars really suit Cartman, and to be honest with you, I think he's pretty much fast in everything he does. But think of this: in the GT Sport days, we had super soft tires, and the best lap was down at 120, low 120. We have Grim in the wall. Yeah, I know. We need him to. I've sent a message in the game chat, but I don't think anyone's seen it yet. Senna 125.7, 27.2 for Gadget, putting him into 8th for now. Flappy still no improvement. Yeah, Cartman is just in a league of his own. A second and a half in front of his teammate. Holy hell. Cusker then, going in to get some new boots on. Bacchus 126.4. Very strong 24 laps. 26.8 for Mark. H-Boss. He was scheduled to not race this season, if I remember correctly, but schedule opened up and he was able to race regardless. So anyway, it's very good to see H-Boss back in the game. Gadget, G-Rabbit of 127.3. Very difficult in that GR10. Very, very, very difficult in that GR10. We've seen Muller struggle in it, and I do love the appearance of that GR10, but it just doesn't have enough grip. So Blue Racer now, 10th. Ivan, aka Vlave, 11th. LM55 struggling a little bit in Fuji. The next GR1 track will be the Le Mans circuit. That will be the final race of the season, if I remember correctly. KG Racing there, 27.7. Paul still trying to find his speed back in the game. 25.7 for Blue, putting Blue into 3rd place. Not bad. Blue still got it. Struggling a little bit, but he still got it. Paul there, about to start his flyer. very fast boys tonight. Ivano in the beautiful asymmetric livery, one of the best on track. Grim there in a yellow variant of his last season's livery. Don't remember the team right now, but the Amuse team, I think he's calling it. Kudos on Grim for sticking with it. These boys are extremely fast. KG with a 127.2. And who is going to be able to stop this man? Mr. Cartman himself. As we see a 125.2 from Blue Racer. So Blue Racer is punching in the laps right now. Really desperate to say that I'm still here. Don't ever forget about me. I am going to get a podium or two or wins. So don't count Blue out. Do not count him out. He's had a few difficult races last season. But I am pretty sure Blue will be able to handle it. I'm sure Blue will be able to keep up with the boys. If there's anyone that knows how to put pressure on to people, it is Blue. Flappy then, 125.6, so he still hasn't improved from his second lap. But we have Senna pushing Flappy down with a 125.4. Good work from our good friend Senna. I've had plenty of races with Senna, and since going over to the wheel, he just seems to be faster and faster and faster. So Senna is definitely a man you should not count out in this one. He definitely will be able to put in some work here. Cusker 26.1 as he's gone over the line, putting him into 5th for the moment. We have 2 minutes left of quali. Bacchus 26.1 from him. Also a very strong driver. KG. Hello, RAOST. Mark GT there, 26.8. Gadget still in 9th. Dropped down 1 position, 26.9. Struggling a little bit in the LM55. It should be strong in this handling section, but the hybrids are just they're just bloody fast. Ray Coxlower. I hope I didn't butcher that name. Sorry if I did. Here to cheer for Blue and Cusker. We have some fans. So H-Boss. G-Rabbit. Just not able to punch in the same times as the rest of the boys. The hypercar. Very weird to call this car a hypercar when it's Group 1, but yeah, just doesn't have the same oomph as yeah, the other GR1s. Very weird choice for PD to put this car in. Very beautiful, very sexy car, but very weird choice. Ivan Orvlev, we're going on to our last lap, so let's see if Cartman is able to punch in another great one. But a 24.0 is extremely good for our Ukrainian champion, or no, Flappy's our champion. Of course, Flappy's our defending champion this season. I totally forgot. So yeah, pole position for Cartman. Blue Racer seems to be coming home in second place. Very good performance in the qualifier for Blue. Flappy then. So Flappy then, 125.3, struggling a little bit on this track. I think I remember Flappy saying he hates this track. I am not the biggest fan of Fuji either, but I do enjoy this track for what it is. Did Flappy get another time in? No. Senna is done, Bacchus is done, we have Cusker there done, 26-0 for Cusker, putting him into 6th place, but I think race pace is more important than the qualifier in this one. KG there in 7th, we have Mark in 8th, Gadget in 9th, and H-Boss in 10th there. Well, Bottle, the Fuji without chicane scares the living hell out of me. I know where to place the car in the chicane part. But a 3-minute break and the race will start. Sorry to Mickey, I don't think the message has come through, but I will be back. I need to drain the weasel, as it's called. Alright. Back in action. Oh, we've had some changes here. You didn't sign up, the room is full, blah blah blah. Okay, so we're gonna have a manual a grid start now. Yeah, Mickey, the quality time will be saved on the stream as well, so I don't think that's going to be a big problem, but we'll get this show on the road, as it's said. Oh my goodness. There we go. Close the window, so people don't think I'm crazy. So we're gonna wait a little bit now for the grid to be set. Mickey was the last to join, so he will be placed at the back. I think Gadget is fiddling a little bit now. Yeah, I kind of agree with Senna. Stock setups should be fine. So I hope for 2024 that our boss Gadget goes back to the normal, just having brake balance in the lobbies and no tuning, because the tuning aspect, in my eyes, has ruined Adec a little bit. It never was a tuning series, but the tuning was introduced to get brake balance into the series when we didn't have the option to activate brake balance for the series. Quality settings saved. Please everyone green tick up and do your setups while Gadget does the grid, which I don't think is going to be a problem. Yeah, everyone's on track, and Mickey unfortunately was late to the quali because of confusions with the sign up and all that, but it happens. It's been a full room tonight, and yeah, we haven't seen a full Adec lobby in a while, for a few weeks, so it's going to be good to see that. So, G-Rabbit back in action. Blue Razor is running a stock car tonight, so yeah, that could bring him at a serious disadvantage, but then again, we know how fast Blue is, so it shouldn't be the biggest problem for Blue, but definitely he will struggle a little bit more. The stream has been active for 47 minutes already. Wow. It's going to be a long stream. That can't be right. Yeah, 48 minutes. Stop doing that. So let's go on board with G-Rabbit. There we go. Well, yeah, Gadget doesn't do that throttle, so yeah. Unfortunately, Gadget doesn't do one shot, but it is what it is. The rule is enter late, start at the back. It's an unfortunate rule, but just has to be that way. So let's take a look. Kusker there. He's parked on the start finish. So so for people that haven't necessarily watched this series before, this series runs every fortnight on Thursdays. You pick 4 cars for one season, so 1 GR4, 1 GR3, 1 GR2, and 1 GR1 for the entire season. 2 races per car, so that means 2 races for GR1. The second race for GR1 will be the 8th and final race of the season. So, and it's 1 hour, of course, a 1 hour endurance race, and we do have heavy damage in our lobbies, So that means for people driving regular series with light damage, heavy damage means you have to go into the pits and fix the damage, meaning you get a broken engine, suspension, splitters, spoilers, whatever. It does not get fixed after 20 or 30 seconds, and you will have to go into the pits and get that fixed. As we see, Cusker is doing his showmanship at the moment for the audience at the stands and at home. Always important to have a little bit of showmanship, even though the sponsors and team bosses might not appreciate it. Watch the tires, watch the tires. But yeah, I think we should be ready to go, and not too long now. Race start at 20:15, so that's 3 minutes. Get your drinks, your toilet breaks, all that, and we are ready to start the race in 3 minutes time. Usually this race starts around the 8 o'clock mark, but you know, delays do happen sometimes. They are unfortunate, but they do happen. Grimlock then, the guy that kind of brought me into and inspired me to do commentary videos, and nowadays just live commentaries. Edited videos just take too long, and I've lost interest in doing the edited versions. More exciting to do the live stuff. As we see, Blue probably gonna try his starts. So go Blue. Blue has given the very best of Adec a run for his money, aka Baby Spice, as I used to call him, Mr. Plucks the Duck, Mr. Spice Boy himself. And yeah, Blue is definitely one to watch. Cusker, G-Rabbit, Cartman, Flappy. Flappy very good on his tires usually. Cartman just, yeah, like a demon out of hell. Mickey, very average racer, I would say, is able to stick it with the top guys. So definitely keep an eye out for him as well. He's had a few mishaps here and there, but to be honest, they happen to everyone. H-Boss, a little bit of a middle of the pack racer, but has fought for the podium. I seem to remember. My goldfish brain doesn't remember everything. Mark GT, we've only had him in the series for a couple of seasons, so he can surprise anyone. G-Rabbit, at least when I raced against him, very quick driver, consistent, and more or less, well, more of the time, faster than I was. Grim, probably would want a tier 2 lobby, but kudos for Grim for sticking with it. I know the other guys are extremely fast, and still he keeps with it. We are about ready to get the show underway and get round 1 of Season 3 2023 underway. The last season of this year for Adec. Every 2 weeks is a race, and that does eat a little bit of time on the calendar. So, Cartman in first, Blue Racer in second, Flappy in third, Senna in fourth, Bacchus in fifth, Cusker in sixth, we have Mark GT in seventh, Gadget in eighth, and ninth for Boss, and 10th for G-Rabbit. And we are a go for round 1, season 3. And it looks to be a very good start for Cartman as he takes the lead. We have a very good start from Bacchus as well. Blue Racer still holding on to second place. Flappy dropped down to fourth. Bacchus putting the fight to Flappy immediately. I think Flappy, like he said, is not too fond of this track, and he's dropped down a position already. Cusker now in fifth, a position up from where he started. We have Gadget in sixth now, being chased down by H-Boss and Senna. Senna down in eighth. Mark GT ninth. We have Porches Wheelie there. Paul 10th. We have 11th for Ivano, 12th for Grim. So Cartman then holding the lead so far. But Blue Racer isn't too far behind. Looks to be a very clean start from the entire grid, which is good to see as we see Cartman just punching it through the last turn. The last section of the track is a section where I'm very poor. As we see Blue Racer now catching up to Cartman. He is very eager now to show what he's made of. So do not count Blue Racer out. I think Cartman's car is a little bit better set up at the moment as we see Flappy in third with Bacchus and the Red Dragon there in fourth. We have Cusker in fifth. Cusker just trying to find his pace in Adec again, and the livery is done by Ivano himself. We're gonna keep up with Cartman a little bit as we see him still has a comfortable lead of 1.3 seconds. 2 seconds down to Flappy, our defending champion. And Flappy has to defend against Bacchus in this one. In the section, which is probably the most difficult on track for people to get right. Especially noobs like me. Don't expect any corner names or anything, because I really don't know that. As we see, Bacchus is very close there to Flappy, trying to go on the inside into the last turn. Flappy managing to hold off Bacchus just with inches there. Flappy getting a better exit through the last turn out of the exit, and keeping Bacchus away, but Bacchus is hounding him. I'm just imagining Bacchus saying, "Oh, don't get away from me. I got you now. I got you now. You're not getting away." H-Boss, Bacchus' teammate. Senna there in 7th. We have Gadget drop down to 8th. Oh, that Bugatti is going to be strong. Naturally, turbo engine. Has it always been a turbo engine? Yeah. But it is 4-wheel drive. It does have a lot of grip. Gadget then trying to hold off Mark. In the 919, and so we see Ivano there in 10th. In the asymmetric livery. He's trying to hold off Mickey as well. Mickey has gotten himself up into 11th place. We have G-Rabbit there down in 12th. Just trying to do what he can in that GR10. We have Paul there in 13th, Ivan in 14th, and Grim down in 15th. So Flappy still trying to hold off Mr. Bacchus. We have almost a 2-second gap now between Cartman and Blue. Blue is running a stock setup for this one. Go very wide there, Flappy. Be careful. Could be a penalty in it for you. Cusker then. Trying to hold off H-Boss and Senna. Let's hope the God of Thunder will give us some rain tonight. But right now, looking like a beautiful sun. Rain could really mess things up a little bit, as we see H-Boss is catching up to Cusker. And Cusker has gone too wide. Too much over a curb and got himself slapped with a 1-second penalty, which is not gonna be very fruitful for Cusker at the moment, but it's a long race remaining. As we see H-Boss just trying to keep that big Bugatti monster behind him. The Bugatti, of course, not a hybrid at all, but it is so fast. It is so strong. Despite the burliness of it, the big boyness of it, it is a big, heavy car, and yeah, he's still able to keep that mighty Chiron behind him. As we see, Cusker has served his penalty. He's going to drop 2 positions now, I am guessing. Oh, Senna does actually have to borrow a little bit of downforce from Cusker. Cusker will be able to probably save a little bit of tires and fuel behind Senna before he overtakes them. Mickey now up into 8th, so he's driven himself up a few positions. Very good. Gadget now dropped to 9th. Best sector for Gadget at the moment. Mark GT there in 10th. Ivano still in 11th, starting to get a little bit of lonely for Ivano and G-Rabbit. Pole there, we have Ivan and Grim just not able to keep up with the fast boys at all. And Grim is going to go for the long run on mediums, as we see Cartman now almost 3 seconds, going over to 3 seconds there in front of Blue. But do look at the front tires. He is pushing it. And as in the race brief said, 12 to 15 laps on soft. I think that calculation could be a little bit wrong. Yeah, I think that calculation can be a little bit wrong, as the cars are very tail happy out of turn 1. Blue 4 seconds in front of Flappy, so a defending champion not able to keep up that much. As we see, oh, Buck is very wide. Let's hope that's not a penalty for him. But Buckus has taken good care of his tires. Very good care of his tires, Buckus has done. And same with H-Boss. And Senna now with a second penalty. And Senna is living up to his reputation of chewing away at those tires. Back in the good old days of 2019, 2020, Senna was known for being one of the absolute fastest guys on track, but then again, he ate tires like a Norwegian troll. That's the best comparison I can think of. As we see Mickey now closing in on Cusker, and we do see Cusker's tires are starting to take a hammering here. No hybrid left. As we see Senna has, oh yeah, Senna had a penalty, of course. 2.5 penalty to shake off, dropping behind Cusker and Mickey. As we see Mickey with a beautiful slipstream overtake there, putting, oh, let's see if we can find him, Mickey up into 6th place. So Mickey is driven well, starting from last, now he is 6th. So Mickey, Cusker's always starting to get hammered. Yeah, that's probably his Irish ways. Maybe he's hammered right now. As we see Mark GT now really pushing Gadget, our series creator there, in front of Mark. He's hammered and his pad hammers the tires. Good one. Gadget just trying his best to hold off that hybrid monster behind him. The LM55 is of course not very slow down the straight, but the hybrid is so strong. As we see Mark GT now going for the move, and the hybrid power just pushes him away like a rocket. But then again, Gadget does have a higher top speed than, oh my goodness, look at that, 272, 303 kilometers an hour for Gadget. So Gadget is able to hold off Mark GT on the start-finish straight, but yeah, in the handling section is where Mark GT catches up, as we go over to Ivano there in 11th. G-Rabbit just trying to endure, hold out for his first comeback race of the season. He's been away for a few years from Adec. Yeah, his tires is screaming for a change. Ivan there up into 13th. We have AGT Racer in 14th. And Paul there down in 15th. And he's gone over to the hard tires. It's going to make him slow, but he will be able to stay out for a very, very long time. Yeah, the Hyundai is crazy. No, not the Hyundai. It is the Mazda LM55. We don't have any Hyundais in our race tonight. The Hyundai is also a very fast car. I do remember that. TX3 Jack, or VQS Jack as he's called these days. He was extremely fast in it back in the GT Sport days. It's okay. Flappy now in second. I think Blue Racer. Oh, Blue Racer. Blue Racer's dropped off. I think he's had a spin somewhere. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll have enough replay saved for a look back at that. But yeah, Blue Racer's down in third. So I think Blue might have had the infamous turn one spin. Very easy to do. We saw Cartman and Blue Racer's car very sketchy on the exit, turn one earlier. But yeah, Blue Racer's now just trying to hold off Bacchus. Lap 7. Oh, okay. Thank you for that bottle. I think blue is going in. Same with Baku. No. Aha! Blue is going for the fakie. Blue is extremely fast for a pad user. I'll give him that. Yeah, he is on a pad. I wish I was that good on a pad. I'm more smooth on the wheel, but yeah, decent on a pad. And Blue Race is just powerful on a pad. Then again, the tire wear does suffer for it. We've seen that before with a lot of other pad users. Tire wear do suffer a bit. As we see, Bacchus is on a wheel, I think. So yeah, he has a lot more grip in his tires. Some people just have the gift of being extremely good on the pad. It's very weird. As we see Bacchus now passing Blue. Blue just struggles with grip. No grip left in that front tire. Maybe Blue can stick with it for a couple more laps, or is he going in? No, Blue is. Oh my goodness, that was a good move. It looked like he was going to fake it, but let's just take a quick look at that. I think Blue had more hybrid. And managed to kick Bacchus's butt. Very good return there from Blue. He's not giving up. His tire has taken a beating now, but he's definitely not giving up. Cartman is going out on a new set of soft tires. Yeah, you're right, Bottle. It's a lot of hand-holding with GT, but yeah, ACC is just not built for a pad user. I've tried it on pad. That doesn't work. I've never tried iRacing, but yeah, I'm not much of a PC player at the moment. Just Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft. So Gadget now up to 6th. Gadget also knows how to take care of his tires, but then again, the left front seems to take a beating on most of the cars in this race. As we see, Blue Racer now finally into the pits. He's had enough of those tires, but he's gonna lose a couple of positions now. Cartman now coming back to claim 3rd. Buck is still staying out. He's probably going to be able to stay out for a lap or 2 more. Yeah, that is true, right? Some of the saves and catches you can make now is impossible if you're using wheel ER. I've experienced a few of those. Yeah, way easier on a wheel pad than a wheel. Flappy with a sliver of life left in that front. The defending champion just trying to stay out for as long as possible. Maybe he can do 20-minute stints. The tires will wear less as the fuel gets lower, and I don't think the guys will need a lot of refueling today, but it could happen, of course. As we see Flappy now diving into the pits. Cartman will take back P1. As we see Bacchus also into the pits. We have H-Boss also into the pit. Blue will now gain a few positions back. Gadget will probably go into the pits in a short few laps, and he's staying out for 1 more. Mark GT taking the trip into the pits. We have Mickey. He has gone over to medium, so he's going for a little bit of a longer run. As we see Cusker now following Mickey, trying to get caught. As we hear a little bit of scraping there, so I think someone just crashed into the pit wall. As we see H-Boss coming out just in front of these two. Mickey hanging on to 6th place, as we see H-Boss has to slot in between the two boys here. H-Boss ultimately will have a little bit better grip in his tires, I think. Did he take on... yeah, he took on a new set of soft. As Mickey is on a medium set of tire. Yeah, he's struggling to get through the chicane at the same pace as H-Boss and Cusker. We do have Senna behind, as we saw a little bit of a bump between H-Boss and Mickey. H-Boss backing off immediately. Cusker, as we see H-Boss going through. Oh my goodness, look at this battle. As we see Senna trying to mix it in, but ultimately has to slot in behind. But damn, there's a lot of action going on right now with H-Boss and Mickey, Cusker, and Senna. Mickey, as said, is on medium, so he will struggle a little bit more with the grip levels than H-Boss, Cusker, and Senna. Got a good battle here for 5th, 6th, 7th. It's a big train now. 4 drivers trying to fight for positions. As we see Buck is going very wide. Losing a little bit of speed through the exit there of the last turn. Cusker almost able to get past, but just lacking that little bit of speed. He is right up in the back alley of H-Boss. Let's hope Cusker has asked for permission to be there, or at least asked H-Boss out on a date first. As we see Senna now, just, oh my goodness, taking the inside of the big banky boy there, and oh, gets himself in front of Cusker. The big boy bug taking no prisoners tonight, as we see Cusker with the hybrid just taking back the position. What are you doing there? And Senna covering the inside, taking the spot from Cusker again. Big side-by-side action there, as we see Senna has been in Cusker's rear end. I think Senna will have to ask Cusker out on a date after this, after yeah, involving himself in the rear end of Cusker, getting himself a front end splitter damage. Gadget then in 9th, still trying to stay in front of Mark GT, and Mark GT just scratching his head. How in the hell am I going to get past this guy? As we see Mark GT with the hybrid power, just powering through out of the last turn, but then again, Gadget saying goodbye. That rotary engine car is just rapid down the straight. The hybrid has nothing to compare it with. Then again, this is where Gadget is weakest. Gadget just is not able to keep up with that hybrid machine in the medium speed turns. Ivano still in 11th. We have G-Rabbit in 12th. He's just trying to stick with that position as well. Ivan there in 13th, Grim in 14th, and we have Paul there in 15th. So Flappy then, chasing down Blue Racer, 2 champions then of Adec. Flappy, the current defending champion. Look at the speed of Cartman there. He's 16 seconds in front of Blue, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to do anything about Cartman tonight. Blue then, just doing everything in his power now to stay in front of Flappy. The massive big murderer in a pink motorhome in Wreckfest. That is Flappy. He's probably going to laugh at that comment. That scary motorhome, pink motorhome of his, murdering everyone on track, and he survives alone. Bacchus then, trying to catch up with Flappy and the rest. Mickey in 5th. Very good race so far for Mickey. He's done extremely well so far in this race. Taking no prisoners tonight, as we see H-Boss just hounding him. Senna in 7th. We have Cusker there in 8th, and we got a half-second penalty for Cusker as well. And his front tire's already taken a beating. Was it I was trying to look for here? It was Mickey. So Mickey just holding off H-Boss for now. But yeah, Mickey was not able to qualify, and he's doing extremely well so far, and he's still on medium. So Cusker now into the pits. Best sector time for Mickey. Are we seeing a little bit of gray in the distance? We are. We could experience some rain tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There could be some rain in the distance. Maybe my prayer to the Norse gods has brought Thor down on track to give the racers some rain and mix up the field a little bit. Separate the men from the boys in the rain. So if the track gets wet enough, if we get some rain, that could definitely mix things up, but that remains to be seen. The weather is completely random, so anything can happen in this one. Bacchus then. People agree that rain is good, mostly because we're not racing on track. As we see Mickey holding off H-Boss. I'm surprised Mickey's been able to hold off H-Boss this long, considering they're on 2 different compounds. Mickey is really doing a hell of a job of it. seems to be a little bit faster out of the last turn than H-Boss. Senna then cooking his tires, barbecuing them well. We have Gadget still in front of Mark GT. We have Ivano also closing in on the field. Yeah, Mark GT just is not able to get past Gadget. Able to keep up with them in the twisty sections, and then on the start-finish straight, just Gadget just punches it out of the way again. We have Ivano closing in. Ivano struggled a lot last season, had a lot of engine blows, so he had to retire from most of the races, but let's hope the machinery holds together this season. As we see Gadget with a half-second penalty, this could finally be the break Mark GT needs to get past Gadget. I think Gadget might possibly even lose the position to Ivano if Ivano can capitalize on this one. Oh, Mark GT just has to stomp on the brakes not to rear end Gadget, and yeah, Gadget is holding his line, he's not yielding. But Mark GT finally got his break as we see Ivano trying to go for a move, and Ivano steals 2 positions from Gadget and Mark GT, and no, we have Mark GT behind Gadget again. That monstrous LM55 is just not giving any space or room or conscience. Yeah, whatever the word I'm looking for, it's not giving any kindness to Mark GT tonight. Mark GT must be so frustrated by now. What can Mark GT do to get past? Maybe he'll have to do an undercut. Something to just take down Gadget. As you can see, Mark GT is so close, but just not able to get past. He needs to get past on the twisties. I think that's Mark GT's best hope. Trying to get past on the start-finish straight, that is just not going to work. Gadget just can't get rid of Mark, and Mark just can't get in front of Gadget for at least long enough to run away. As we see Senna, Senna coming in for the ram of the century. As we see Mark, going very wide there. Oh no, and he loses the position to Senna. Senna can deal with Gadget now and his rotary engine. As we turn our sights to Senna, there we go. The fight for 8th is on. I'm thinking Mark GT is probably pondering, what the hell am I supposed to do? can't get past these monsters without hybrids. Gadget going for a very defensive line. Cloud's gone, yeah. As we see Senna going on the inside of Gadget through the Banky Boy and getting up to 8th. Holy hell, Senna in that big bug. He's just like a beast in that one. So Mark GT now. Should he go into the pits early and just try and do an undercut to get past Gadget and do fast laps after that? And we do see Senna. Ivano starting to struggle a little bit with tire wear as we see Senna just attacking with everything he's got in that big bug. Maybe he's got machine guns, oil slicks, spike strips, the works. The bug not as fast on the straight as the LM, but still a very fast car, that Bugatti. Yeah, I think the field is not that split. Or has Cusker thrown in the towel for this one? I think Cusker might have thrown in the towel for this one. Just not much he can do, as we see Blue Racer 4 seconds behind Cartman. Cartman on new tires, of course. Blue is due for a pit stop now, and I think Blue will just do one more pit stop, and that will be it. If you can hold on for about 20 minutes, stay out for 3 more, go in on 20 or 19 minutes remaining, I think Blue should be good towards the very end of this race. So Blue has done well. Blue has done well in a very stock tuned car, I might say. No tuning added to Blue's vehicle tonight. Flappy then closing in. Flappy is due for a pit stop in maybe a 5-10 minutes time. Maybe 5. Bakus also due for a pit stop. Done surprisingly well tonight. Had a little bit of action as we see a yellow flag somewhere, but that cleared out fast. Vicky in 5th. Medium tires are starting to drop off a little bit now. Should be good for a few more laps, as we see H-Boss dropped off a little bit too on those mediums. Senna might be good towards the very end, but then again his fuel load is looking a little critical at the moment. I don't think his fuel will last the remaining 21 minutes. So we have Ivano, Gadget and Mark. Ivano definitely due for a pit stop shortly. Ivano's best race so far, I think. So just keep at it, my Italian friend. Go, go, go. Blue has dropped the position now to Flappy. Blue's just doesn't have enough grip to keep up with Flappy's raw pace, and Flappy definitely has a tune on his car, as we see. Oh, that was a little sketchy. But I think Grim realized what Blue was trying to do, and he wanted to go into the pits. So I think, yeah, Flappy will stay out for a few more laps now. Mickey will also stay out for a few more laps. We have H-Boss. I think Blue there comes out in 5th, just behind G-Rabbit. And G-Rabbit a lap behind. Blue easily getting past there. And shouldn't be a problem to get past Mickey either. Buck is in 3rd now. Due for a pit stop. Flappy. Yeah, Cartman. If he saves his tires now, and yeah, I think he can do without any more pit stops. As we see Ivano coming out of the pits and totally missing turn 1. And yeah, ooh. See Gadget and H-Boss. No, Mark GT still staying out. Oh, a little bump there, I think. Just hear the torture of the tires. As we see Flappy now comes out behind Blue after his pit stop. Blue and Flappy can now push it towards the very end. The battle for 2nd place is now on. Blue will give it everything he's got right now. Doesn't have to hold back. He has less fuel, but I think that should last him towards the very end. I think Flappy might have overfueled. As we see Mickey into the pits now. So he's probably going to come out on a new set of soft, as we see Bacchus going through to recapture 4th. We have Senna. Senna definitely has to go in one more time because of his fuel. We have H-Boss. Finally getting through there. Past Mickey. Or is he? No, yeah. Gadget going in. Mark GT has been in. Maybe he's done an undercut. Gadget will have to take on some fuel as we try to find him. Mark GT. I think this will be close between Gadget and Mark GT as we see Vlave coming into the pits there. And I think Mark GT is through. I think he did an undercut and managed to get past Gadget that way. So Gadget has lost a lot of time. Probably should have gone in a lap earlier. Overall, a very good race for Gadget. I don't think he could have done any more than he's done already. So Flappy still trying to chase down Blue, but Blue now 6.5 seconds in front of Flappy. I think this might be difficult for Flappy. As we see, the fastest lap of the race belongs to Mr. Cartman with a 1:24.541. Senna now finally into the pits with 3% left in the tank. Bacchus overtaking Grim, or lapping Grim. Each boss. 2 Red Dragon cars. 4th and 5th respectfully. Very good result for this team. Mickey done very well tonight from 15th to 6th, as I think it was Grim that caused the yellow flag. It's just trying to stay away from people. Senna in 7th there, just in front of Mark, and Mark GT can finally do some racing now that he's finally in front of Gadget. Just has to keep up that tempo and continue to stay in front. 10 seconds now between them, so I think Mark GT should be able to do this. As we see, Ivano is chasing Gadget now. Then again, Gadget is good on tires, and he's very good at the defending his line. That's also one of the reasons why Gadget is so incredibly difficult to get past. Kind of like Grimlock back in the day. Just getting past Grimlock or Gadget, yeah, completely impossible unless you can fake your way through and completely blow their brains. Oh, as we see Ivano very wide there. Let's hope he slowed down enough to not get a penalty. But he's definitely going to lose almost 2 seconds to that. So Ivano has to keep his tongue in the middle of his mouth now. Ivan, 11th, Gadget's teammate there. Just trying to scrape in some good points. We have G-Rabbit in 12th, and I think Cusker has stayed in the pits for a few laps, so he is completely dead last at the moment. Probably had to do some real life stuff or something, but first race back in Adec is a little difficult for Cusker. Both Cusker and G-Rabbit are returning Adec drivers, so a little bit of a difficult race for them, but they're just sinking their teeth back in the water. Blue then, 5.5 in front of Flappy. No time to relax now, Blue. You just have to give it everything you got and stay in front of Flappy. Flappy is the defending champion. Keeping him as low on the pedestal as possible is very important for the other drivers. They need to beat him. And I think Cartman, most of all, wants revenge for it being even last season between Cartman and Flappy. It was just down to what was it? Every season there's the race with the worst points that get dropped, or something like that. And Cartman had the biggest loss there, and Flappy won by a few points by the deficit. Beautiful colors on Flappy's car this season. Buck is done fourth, 6 seconds behind Flappy. We have H-Boss, 14 seconds behind his teammate. Mickey closing in on H-Boss. Will it be enough? With 9 minutes to go and no rain on the horizon. Looks like the chanting for Thor and Odin didn't work out. I think I still need to owe them a few more favors before they listen to me. Their 7th. How is it with Mark and Gadget? Still a big gap in distance between them, as I chose the wrong person there. Ivano there, 4.5, almost 5 seconds to Gadget. So he has a lot of catching up to do. But we're gonna go back to Flappy and Blue. Will Flappy be able to catch up? And I will be silent for a few moments while I take a drink. All right, 8 minutes to go, and Blue Racer has done well with a stock-tuned car for this race, but the gap is closing in a little bit between Flappy and Blue, so we could potentially see a battle forming towards the last stages of the race. I think Blue is probably looking at that gap and just going, no, 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 no. So whatever you're doing right now, Blue, hammer time. Oh. Look at the fuel levels. I don't know. I don't know. Will Blue have enough fuel? That's the main question right now. Six minutes to go or 7 minutes to go. I'm not sure. Really not sure. Oh, the gap is closing in now. The gap is closing in. Blue's tires are starting to wear a little bit more. He's been out for a few more laps than Flappy. Come on, Blue. Come on, Blue. Go, go, go. Flappy as well is not going to let this one go. I think he's going to give it his all. We are definitely going to see a battle in the last 5 minutes of this race. I can assure you. The last 5 minutes are going to be crucial for Blue and Flappy, as we're going to go down the field a little bit and take a look at the other drivers before the battle. Bacchus there in 4th, we have Mickey 5th, H-Boss in 6th, we have Senna in 7th, we have Mark GT there in 8th, Gadget and Ivano in 9th and 10th, Ivan there in 11th, we have G-Rabbit in 12th there, we have Grim, the voice of the driver's room, in 13th, and Cusker in 14th. Very difficult return race for Cusker. As we see, the gap has closed in to under a second between Flappy and Blue. The action is on, the race will be on. I think Blue is going to struggle a lot with fuel in the last 5 minutes as it ticks there. 5 minutes remaining of this round 1. Oh, Flappy is going to give it his all, and Blue will have to defend for dear life or possibly start fuel saving. I don't know if he's going to have enough fuel. Blue will have to maybe go in and do a gadget, as we call it in the Drivers Room Thursday League. Splash and dash of fuel. Come on, Blue! Go, go! The defending champion is back, and he is going to attack Blue! Oh no! Can Blue fight back in this? Can he fight back? Is it possible? Flappy does have a lot more fuel. Did Blue miscalculate the fuel load of the car in the last pit stop? That looked too easy for Flappy. I think Blue might be fuel saving. I don't think Blue has enough fuel to go balls to the wall. And we do see the gap is just increasing between Flappy and Blue now. What remains for Blue Racer now is to just defend from Bacchus in the last 3 minutes. And could there be rain in the last 3 minutes? I don't know. It's not going to change a lot of things now. It really isn't. But Bacchus could be on for a 3rd place. Bacchus is running low on fuel as well, but I think he's got more than Blue at the moment. Bacchus is closing in. Yeah, I think Blue is doing some massive fuel saving at this point. I don't think he has enough fuel to go full hammer on this one. But he's doing definitely everything in his power now just to try and salvage 3rd. Could be difficult. Could be very difficult. Delta is slowing. He's doing 130s. Oh, this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. As we see them both now on the start-finish straight. Will Bacchus have enough speed? Or is Bacchus also fuel saving? Please ignore the refuel thing, because that's something from the replay camera. So it bugs out. Nice Polyphony hasn't fixed that yet for almost a half a year. We are under a minute away from round 3 being over, round 1 being over. Come on. This could be down to the last few turns for Blue and Bacchus. As I think Cartman is on his way to finish. And he's going to take the win quite comfortably. So the Taijitsu Motorsport team in Cartman and Flappy are going to take 1 and 2. Does Bacchus have enough left in the tank? Or does Blue have enough to manage and salvage third? I think Blue might have enough to salvage the third place. And it is a third for Blue and a fourth for Bacchus. A very, very good race there from both fellas. Mickey then started 15th and ended 5th. So 10 places for him. Good job for Mickey. H-Boss, 6th. Not bad at all. Senna in 7th. He's given it all, his all, and manages to scream out a 7th in the mighty Chiron. Good job from Senna. Getting faster and faster. Mark GT, 7th. Had a long battle with Gadget. Probably ripped off all of his hair fighting Gadget. If he has any hair on his head, of course. Gadget 9th. We have Ivano 10th. Ivan 11th. 12th for G-Rabbit. We have 13th for Grim. Very well, a good performance from Grim there. And Cusker, some ring rust to shake off, but he'll definitely come back stronger the next time. Good race there, Blue. Very good race. Yeah, you underfueled a little bit there. I saw that. But yeah, a good race there, Blue. I don't think you could have done anything better than that. So here's the final score. We have a 1:24.385 from Cartman, so he set an even faster lap time from his race. Yeah, how in the hell he did that, I don't know. Paul's engine unfortunately blew up, so yeah. So there we have the rest of the scores for round 1. Yeah, a very exciting first race of the season. Yeah, very exciting. The next race will be in 2 weeks, and that will be, as I try and check it out, will be Spa in the Group 3 machinery, so that could be interesting to watch. So definitely come back for round 2. The Group 3 machines are definitely my favorite class of car. So that's going to be interesting, and Spa is a very exciting track to watch as well, and that could also bid for some rain. So yeah, look forward to that. So yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. I'm just gonna go out of the lobby right now and finish off the stream. And yeah, very good race. What can I say? The voice is struggling a little bit now. Very itchy. It's gonna be good to relax after this one. It's been it's been a good race, and thank you all so much for joining. This has been a very enjoyable stream to do. Very good race to watch. A lot of action everywhere. It's always fun to do the Adec comms, and yeah. um, yeah, the stream will be available for playback immediately after the stream is finished. So yeah, make sure to watch it back if you want to. Um, yeah, next stream will be in 2 weeks. Next week there will be nothing because we have a week off. So yeah, hope you join back in and cheer for your favorite driver. And with that said, I have been your host, your commentator, Kimaru75. And as I said earlier, this stream is dedicated to my stepfather that passed a few weeks ago. And really not looking forward to the funeral tomorrow, but life goes on and we have to do what we have to do. So stay safe, stay awesome, and catch you next time. Bye bye.